turning all of these into Helping Hands. They have to Helping Hands has to certify each of these masks and air packs, and it costs about $150 to get those. The bottles are only good for about a year. Typically, if you get a new bottle, well, it depends on the type of bottle that we have, but they could be good for up to 15 years.
Yeah, you just got to you have the initial certification.
AFD was turning it in because they only had about a year or so left on the pack, so.
Yeah, let's get going again.
An air pack, a Scott Air like this, you're looking at $4,500 for a brand new one, and we ended up getting between Page Fire Department and ourselves, we picked up. I believe there was about 35 of these for $150 a piece. So this is what the rest of the county is using. This way we're compatible with them. We're able to swap bottles with them when we run mutual aid.
Yeah.
And those that just came in.
Okay, this is all Bastrop County?
This is all Bastrop County.
How many agencies you fire departments?
Nine agencies in the county. There's 3 ESDs, and then there's 3 departments that aren't in ESD.
That's the only thing that saved our volunteers down in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Wow, you've got a lot of water.
Yeah, we were down to our last 12 cases before this fire, and so thank God we were going to have to go buy a pallet, and that'll run you a couple $1,000. This is typical.
Okay.
Of what our guys run. It's old, it's worn, as you can see, quite worn, but this is what we work in. Bunker pants. Again.
When's the last time those have been washed?
That is washed.
Okay.
That's stained permanent.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about your big fire trucks?
This pumper right here, that was donated by Bastrop Fire Department about 5 or 6 months ago. We've got it rigged with as much LDH that we have in the department, and this was to replace our Mac. We had a 69 Mac pumper that was kind of stuck in first gear, so its top speed was about 30 miles an hour, or it would overheat. It would pump all day long, but getting to the fire was difficult. So we had to pull it out of service to try and fix it, and Bastrop Fire Department loaned this to us.
That's nice of them. What about this tanker?
That tanker has been in the works for almost 6 years. We've been saving money for our cost share on that. We had applied for a 2604 grant through Texas Forest Service, and it took about 2.5 years before our name came up, and it's been in the works for 8 or 9 months. They have been building this pumper for us. It's one of our 2 brand new. I say brand new vehicles. Mm-hmm. This is brand new. We had just received it about 2 weeks prior to the fire, and it didn't have any hose on it. And we threw a few sticks of hose on there just to fight this fire. The other pumper that's over here is about 7.5, 8 years old, and we received that through a FEMA grant that long ago. It took about 3 years for that FEMA grant to go through, and so these are our 2 newest engines that we have, a pumper and a tanker. The brush truck that received all of the damage, that was awarded through the county to each of the fire departments in the county. Each received one of those brush trucks, and that again is about 5 or 6 years old, 7 years old, something like that.
So if you wanted to give a ballpark figure about how much funding you would need for your fire department, including radios, helping your firefighters get back on their feet, would you say that would be over $500,000?
Oh yeah. It would take in order to get the equipment that we need, just for 24 firefighters, just for the bunker gear alone, you're looking at about $4,500 to $5,000 per person on that, and in the wild end gear, the hose and nozzles and fittings. I know for a fact prior to this fire, just replacing the hose and nozzles and fittings from the Wilderness Ridge fire, we had somewhere in the order of $25,000 alone in grant monies that we had a cost share on, and that still didn't fully rig us, but it replaced what we had lost. But to get the station completed and everything else, it's going to run $400,000 to $500,000 easy.
Yeah. How long have you been a chief here, sir?
6 years.
I think you're an amazing man. I think you've done a wonderful job. I want to thank you on behalf of all of us from Central Texas Fires, because we're here and we want to help you guys.
Appreciate it.
Want to do what we can to get some donations to make your fire department equipped to where you can fight fires in the future.
Thank you.
You're welcome.